Hello everybody, Floppy Hat Photos back here again for another episode of my rental property carpet tear out. And I'm not sure if it's going to show up on the mic here or not, but this room is a lot more echoey now that I have the carpeting and all that stuff out of it. The walls are empty, but the walls are empty yet when I did the video before. So this right here is what they had underneath the carpet. It's like hardboard. Basically it's like a melamine, I think it's called. Basically it's super dense cardboard packed super hard, called hardboard. It draws moisture like crazy. The camera's showing it up like it looks a lot worse than what it is for mold, but there's mold and stuff on it. It's gross. It flakes out like crazy, and every little black dot you see out here on the floor was a nail. They nailed this subfloor down. And one, don't ever use hardboard as your carpet underlayment. Absolutely worthless. It warps like crazy. It draws moisture. Humidity destroys it. It's just absolute junk. Next thing is, you do not need a nail every 8 inches square on the floor holding this down. I'd say 4 nails in it in the corners will be fine, and you'll be perfectly good there, but don't ever use it if you have to use it. If you do use like quarter underlayment, or your 1/4 inch plywood, much better way to go. You can see there's still some dirt I gotta get swept up here. I swept up a bunch of it as I went. This is all the padding off the bottom of the carpet. There's still some stuck down over there. You can see where it rolls in here to the underlayment of the floor. I've got one last piece to pull out. It's kind of disconcerting. If you look in the corners here where the wall comes up, you can see there's like the floor stops every few boards. There's like a gap. So I'm not sure what the heck's going on here. I assume the floor joists in this house run this way across, so these boards are supported, but I'm not sure why it's gapped out at those corners or the edges of the wall. So probably gonna pull some paneling down eventually and see what I gotta do to make sure I patch that floor properly. But this floor feels super solid. I'm going to try and pull these nails out. They're rusted in because of the moisture of that hardboard, so I'm not sure how well it's going to go. I might have to drill them out, but I'd like to just sand this down, find out what's going on with the edges, what I got to do there to trim it out. I might have to just come in and just cover it with some quarter round, some shoe molding, something like that, and basically go from there. But I'd like to paint this floor. I love the look at my house. It's got these narrow these old tongue and groove boards just like this one, and it looks excellent when it's painted. So I might do that. I might throw some carpet down. Depends on how hard it is to get all these nails out. Like I said, there's nails every other board. You can see right here, there's like nail. It's just absolutely insane. So, and like I said, they are rusted in there real good because this room had so much humidity. That hardboard drew so much moisture up in it that rust those nails. And the heads, the ones we're getting out, I've got one out and 2 nails heads have popped off the nails. So, don't know how it's going to go. I'm going to try my big vice grips, see if I can't work them back and forth. Pull them out that way and see what happens. And I might have to just basically just hammer them down in, break the heads off, hammer them down in with a nail punch, and set them below grade, and then come back in, sand the floor, and paint it. So the floor's been painted a couple different times. You can see there's like a weird tan color here, and then it goes more into like a brown, and then the brown goes all the way through. So I'm not really sure what's going on with the coloring of all this stuff. Who knows? I know a lot of times they used to, back in the olden days, they raised your taxes on your house if you had wall-to-wall carpeting. So they would leave a 6 to 10 inch gap or a foot gap around the whole outside of their house with rug in the middle, a 1 foot gap around the outside or a 6 inch gap. Then that, even though it was actual carpet, it was still considered a rug that didn't touch your wall. So that right there is a way to kind of cheat the government out of taxes, which seemed like every house I've been around at some point in its time has that. And you'll notice if you come up to the edge of a wall, especially the living room, main rooms and stuff, you'll see a row like this line right here run all the way across where that trim was that held down that extra carpet. So virtually every house I've ever done of that era has that flooring, or has that damage of all the nails holding that base shoe down, or quarter round holding the carpet down. So that's what I've got now. Tons and tons of nails to get out of here. That's not going to be today. It's going to be a different day. I'm not in the mood for it. I want to let the dust and stuff settle out of here a little more too. And I've got those pieces left to haul off to the dump. I got that one last board to pull up. It comes up, and these are the biggest pieces I had. The rest come in tiny, small chunks. Absolute pain in the butt, but I'm glad it's out of here. It's going to help with odor and stuff. The carpet in here smelled really bad. Just a giant musty smell, a little bit of old person smell, mostly just musty from being closed up. So I do have a couple windows open in the house, letting air breathe through, and that's going to be helpful. And I'm kicking the idea around about knocking that closet out also and redoing it because it's too deep and not wide enough. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. I'm going to have to do some measuring on it, see if I can get 2 rows of hangers in there or what's going to happen. So that's all I have for today. I'm going to go ahead and haul this stuff off. I'm going to make a trip to the landfill to dump all my trailer emptied out and get back at it tomorrow, hopefully. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.